Hello, everybody. I'm Krasi Attasio. I'm sidereal astrologer. Today, I will talk about important event which is taking place in the sky. Luckily, it's a beautiful event, true blessing, and this is the heliacal appearance of Jupiter. In one video, I spoke about the transit of Jupiter in Scorpio and what is this meaning. So you may like to look at this video, but I will tell you what will happen when on the 9th of December, Jupiter will be preparing for his heliacal rise. So let's say that Jupiter, while invisible, because until 9th of December, Jupiter was invisible in the rays of the sun, combust, hidden in the rays of the sun. So until Jupiter was invisible in the rays of the sun, this was his symbolical death. So we could not really very much benefit from his existence. And Jupiter is the best and the most benefic, the biggest benefic for us, very important for Earth. As also mythologically, when you look at the Epic of Creation in Enuma Elish or at the ancient Babylonian texts, you will see that Jupiter is very important and is part of the creation of humanity. He's got Marduk and is a good divinity of very high rank, who also is the father of Nabu, the father of Mercury. So what is happening is that Jupiter was in Scorpio. There he is not at his best position, because in Scorpio, the nature of Scorpio, but I'm explaining this in another video, just very briefly to tell you, the nature of Scorpio is such that doesn't really very much fit the nature, the diurnal, masculine characteristics of Jupiter. So Jupiter in Scorpio is having very altered, very different and modified nature. So when we look what Scorpio is meaning, Scorpio in the ancient mythology of Babylon is ruled by Ishtara and is related to sexual love, to the deepest secrets, to the human sexuality, to the deepest knowledge, death and rebirth. So Jupiter is the planet of the high spiritual awareness, the ruling, the knowledge, also the guru, the rulership, the one, the teaching, the philosophic high level teaching. So Jupiter in Scorpio, it has nature which is also related to, if we connect really the teachings and the spiritual awareness, the philosophical knowledge that come from Jupiter, when we relate this to Scorpio, it is exactly digging into the secret of the knowledges, and it's also related to inheritances. So we may be lucky, like if we have been waiting for a very long time for inheritances or for insurance money, and we have been waiting and this money would not come even though Jupiter was in Scorpio. With his appearance, we may be having a luckier period. But Jupiter is also associated with childbearing, with the birth of children. Jupiter is the one who brings the children. He's the main significator of children. Until he was invisible, even though in Scorpio is very generous in terms of children, could be that those who were hoping to receive children during this period didn't, but the hopes will be very much, the chances will be very much increased with his heliacal appearance in the 12th degrees of Scorpio. So what is happening? On the 9th of December, Jupiter is preparing for his symbolic birth. He was comfortably hidden in the rays of the sun for quite some time now. And on the 9th of December, he's 7 days before his heliacal appearance. So he's preparing. He's already very powerful. We will already be feeling differences. If you have Scorpio rising, Scorpio midheaven, Scorpio descendant, Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, or Taurus ascendant, Taurus descendant, Taurus moon, Taurus sun, if you will be having Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Descendant, Midheaven, you will also be immediately feeling some blessing in different ways, depending, of course, on your personal charts. But certainly there will be somehow you will be feeling this like a true blessing. Some will be suddenly receiving money or inheritance, or will be lucky for receiving insurance money that they've been waiting for such a long time. Others will maybe having children or becoming pregnant, or it will be really true blessing, because Scorpio, as I said, is a sign very generous in terms of children, and Jupiter is the one associated with children. And now when he comes, when he rises heliacally, he will be really, this will be a very delightful period for us. Well, of course, his nature is complex in Scorpio. This is not his place. Scorpio is nocturnal, a feminine sign. Jupiter is diurnal planet. So we have in here a mixture, very complex mixture of energies, but still Jupiter is Jupiter, and he's the best benefic that we can think of in the solar system. The ruler of Scorpio at the same time, Mars, is also a little bit surprised, so to say, in Aquarius. So we're having here complex events, complexity of the events that may be happening in our life. In terms of relationships, love, because Venus at the same time is powerful in Libra, aspecting the ruler of Jupiter, Mars. So we will be having, depending again on the personal horoscope, but you may contact me personally. You can see my contacts all over my YouTube channel if you want to know personally how this will be impacting you. But in general, this can be good also for your relationship, can be improving your relationship. Although, as I'm saying, Jupiter is quite complicated. He has very complex, deep, multi-layered, multi-leveled, just name it, nature while he's in Scorpio. And there, at the time of his appearance, 7 days after the 9th, so around the 16th of December, so on the 9th of December, he's preparing to appear. And on the 16th of December, he's really appearing as a morning star. So you can see him on the eastern horizon shortly before the sun shows up in the morning. So at this same time, Mercury is also appearing heliacally, also becoming visible and born in Scorpio. So this I see as something very good. You may receive good news. You may suddenly come up with new plan or new initiative related to communication, media. You may be traveling. So depending on the personal horoscopes, this heliacal appearance of Jupiter will be beautiful. And this heliacal appearance of Jupiter will be really associated with what is the most important, I suppose, and this is receiving childbearing. So this is a beautiful period for those who are concerned with this. So this is what we can expect as a good event. Let's not forget that at the same time, Saturn is invisible. So indeed, on the sky is complex, also on a mundane level, but the appearance of Jupiter is a good news for the world and for us, and depends on each other's destiny. So with this, I'm completing. Thank you. You may like to watch my other videos where I talk generally about Jupiter. And if you like, you can also subscribe to my channel. Thank you.